Good morning. Welcome to your favorite football podcast, Football411. My name is Landry, and I have here with me five heavyweight football pundits. And we have here Juwon. Juwon, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Lanre. How are you doing? Nice to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back again this week, Juwon. And then we also have Jide Ayeni, Arsenal fan, and the Super Eagles fanatics. Hello, Jide.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good to have you, Jide. And we also have ID. ID is a massive Manchester United fan, a huge football pundit as well. Heidi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Larry. Nice to
Yeah.
join you again.
Yeah, nice to have you, ID. We have Kiyoma, Chelsea fan, Super Eagles fanatic as well. Kiyoma, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Larry. Good morning, guys. So happy to join this podcast.
Good to have you, Kiyoma. And last but not the least, we have Yomi. Yomi is a huge Manchester United fan, a big Super Eagles fan as well. Good morning, Yomi.
Good morning, everyone. Good to be here. Good morning.
Yeah, good to have you. Yeah, well, we have a full house today. We have seasoned football pundits in house, and we are going to do justice to this episode 22 Football411 podcast. So yeah, on this note, we kickstart this podcast with the exciting news that Odion Ighalo extending his loan deal with Manchester United. Earlier this week, Odion Ighalo and Manchester United reached an agreement to extend his loan deal that was meant to expire on the 30th of May. His new loan extension expires in the last week of January 2021. I mean, that's actually a very, very refreshing news because we're all obviously scared about him going back to China or his Manchester United dream coming to a quick end. So yeah, we have Man U guys in the house. I want to hear their own take. I will be starting with ID. So ID, what was your reaction after the news broke out early this week?
Yeah, well, initially, I was one of the few people who was thinking that Odion Ighalo was getting to the end of his career, and then right now is not the time to look at. Although football is important, but you also look at them. You have to look at the finances. Look at setting yourself up. So I didn't want him to leave. But at the same time, I wanted him to secure the bag and also save some because £400,000 a week.
That's a lot of bread.
But when the news came out that Odion Ighalo was playing in Man U, I was happy because looking at the few games he has played for us, he has been kind of instrumental. Even though he hasn't really started any game except in the Europa League. He hasn't started any game.
True.
So I'm hoping that with this news, at least, I'm sure the reason why the Gonzalo brought the guy in was to give at least Martial the kind of choice in the back because that guy is a bit like. So
True.
I think with this news now, help us, especially now that we're trying to push for Europe and also see how far we can go in the Europa League because I feel we actually have a chance to win that title. But with the whole pandemic and everything, we have to see what's going to happen. But for now, I'm kind of happy at extending his contract in January, and hopefully we'll see where we can go from there.
Wow, yeah, I absolutely agree with you, ID. To be fair, I was excited as well. I mean, the fact that you can go back to China and earn £400,000, well, that's huge. That's huge money. But then the China, for now, they don't allow like visitors to come, or if you're not Chinese, you can't fly into China. So that would have actually been like another factor as well. Even though if the loan was not renewed, there's no way Ighalo will be able to go back to China. So it was a win-win situation for his Chinese team and obviously for Manchester United. So Juwon, another Manchester United fan in the house, what was your reaction as well as regards to this development?
Just like ID said, it's a very good move. A win-win for everybody, especially for Man U, because we've been crying out for a centre forward for some months before Ighalo came in, and he has been pretty much impressive so far. So overall, it's a big win, and I'm actually happy he's staying because just looking at the Premier League fixtures, you can see that it's going to be a very tight run. So we need every player available for the running.
So Yomi, your take, another Man United fan in house, what you think about this development? Yomi?
Well, to be honest with you, I would say I'm very happy because the way Ighalo plays,
Satisfied Man
play.
United fans.
He doesn't really play. I mean, Ighalo doesn't really play like a player that is being paid. He's playing like, it's like when you're doing something for your mom. You do it with so much passion and so much love. So yeah, I mean, it feels very great to still have him with us, and having Ighalo with us again, gives us that extra option, especially when the players are just coming back after 2 months of no competitive game and everything. And if you take a look at some teams, Schalke 04, for example, they're not really back to where they left off. So I mean, when you have that extra option with you, I mean, that means you can still try, other players and see. Because to be honest with you, I'm not really sure every player is going to be back the way they were before the lockdown. So yeah,
sure.
having that extra player is a very, very good option for us.
Brilliant point, Yomi. Yeah, we'll move on now. The English Premier League is back next in 2 weeks, on the 17th of June. We're all excited. The league has been out for well over 3 months now, but we're happy to know that there's a return date to the English Premier League. So on the 17th of June, the EPL is going to be kicking off. But then there will be a little bit of change in the new normal. Let me put it that way. And with the new EPL kicking off, we'll have 5 substitutions in a game. I mean, that's huge. That's different. That's not what we're all used to. So yeah, I'll throw this to Kiyoma. So Kiyoma, what do you think? Do you think is a positive approach by the FA to introduce 5 substitution and 9 substitute players on the bench? So what do you think, Kiyoma?
I think it's a welcome call. Certain managers might be very happy with that because I think the fixtures are going to be coming back to back, maybe 2 days, 1 day interval. They need the players fit for the fixtures. So I think extending to 5 substitute 5 players and extending the bench to 9, I think gives the manager a wider margin of choice to make. And I think to be fair, it's a welcome call. I don't know. Some managers might not see the positive in it, but I think it's cool. And to make the players very fit, because of the long break, and not all of them have had sporting activities in 2 months. So for them to be fit majorly and to run out the season and kickstart the coming season in good time, I think it's a very good decision on the part of the FA.
Yeah, very good decision on the part of the FA. And considering the fact that most of these players, they've not really had competitive football for a while,
Yeah.
And then there's a high chance of players picking up funny injuries. For example, Messi has been, is injured. There's
not played.
Yeah, not played for a long. There's a difference with running on your bikes and using the treadmill and then going on the field of play and playing actual football.
Yeah.
I totally understand. So, Juwon, can you add to this as well, please?
Well, anyway, we are looking at it. It's actually a good development. We are going to be having a very tight running, with games having at least teams will be playing at least 2 games in a week. So I think having all the players available, all the necessary players available on the bench, 9 players on the bench, 5 substitutes, I think it's a good thing for teams because I feel you're going to be seeing games in which managers will try to kill off the game as quickly as possible so they can bring in their substitutes early enough and give the players a rest. So I don't think any manager will be against it. It's a welcome development for the league.
Welcome development for the league. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So we'll be moving forward now, and then we'll be moving down to France, where there was news emanated from Lille earlier this week about Victor Osimhen. We all know Osimhen has had a fantastic run in his first season at Lille Metropole, and there's been a lot of transfer rumors around this young Nigerian. And last week, Tuesday, there was a strong news out there that Napoli and Lille agreed a 60 million euro transfer fee, and then Osimhen is going to make that move. But few hours after Osimhen and his camp came out to squash this rumor. So, ID, Victor Osimhen, I mean, is like that big fish that everyone wants in Europe. What's your take? What do you think? Do you think he should stay put at Lille? Do you think he should make a switch to Napoli or come to the Premier League? What's your take, Heidi?
Well, when the news broke out, I think during the week, he had agreed to deal with Napoli. And also, I was hearing that Chelsea was also bidding for him or something like that. Apparently, he has gone to the Bromwich ones. What I feel is, for Victor Osimhen, I think I'm of the opinion that he probably should stay one more season in France. Because at the moment, moving to another club might not be the right decision. But if he was to move, I think he should go to Napoli. Because if he goes to, I struggle. And if you look at the Italian League is a bit more tactical. It's slow, and it's something that might fit his playing style.
Explosiveness, yeah.
With the pace of the game and everything involved, he might struggle. But look at in terms of exposure, yes, the English League will be the right move. But in terms of getting a regular start and also getting more experience in a more difficult league, I think the Serie A might be the right move for him. And if you look at Napoli's history with strikers, Napoli tends to favor strikers. If you look at likes of what is going to be going, Cavani and great strikers that played the game, I think Napoli should be the right move for him if he intends to move eventually. That would be a good thing if it happens.
So Vlad wants Osimhen, if he's actually going to move, he wants him to move to Napoli. And then, of course, Osimhen might end up moving because Lille, they're in a very, very tight financial situation, and they see they see Osimhen as a guy that can actually balance their financial book. So it's very, 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 very obvious that, it's very, very likely that Osimhen might be moving out of Lille. And so, do you agree? Do you want Osimhen to join Napoli? Yomi, where will you prefer Osimhen switch to?
I think for now, I would really want him to just stay in Lille because I think it's going to be a very tight spot for him at Napoli, and I really don't want a situation whereby somebody who's our shining star would just have to go to a different team and start all over from the bench and stuff. I really don't like that, situation. But the way things are looking now is, like you said, Lille needs to get out of their financial spots, and
yes.
I think the move is actually going to be very likely. But I would really, really love if they can at least keep him till the end of the season.
But it's looking like they can't keep him. You know how this thing works. When you need to, Lille is a selling club. Once you have that big season, look at Pepe, look at Eden Hazard. Once you have a breakout season, they sell you. That's how, and then they invest on like young players, maybe from Brazil, maybe from Nigeria, and then that's just their own business mode of operation. So if he has to leave, where will you want him to leave? Where will you want him to join? What team will you want him to join?
Hello,
Yomi.
Yeah. Was that for me?
Yes, that's it for you. Yeah, because I'm putting you on the spot now. You say, okay, you want him to stay. I understand why you want him to stay, but now it's not down to him. It's down to the club, and the club wants to sell. And if it's likely almost 90% certain that he's actually going to move this summer. So what team will you suggest he joins? Heidi said he doesn't mind. He would like him to join Napoli. He gave a good reason. The Italian league is not as fast, even though it's technical, but it's a league that will suit Victor Osimhen. So for you, if he's going to join any team, what would you suggest? Do you want him to go to the Premier League, or do you want Napoli as
To
well?
be honest, to be honest with you, I think Osimhen is actually a Chelsea player for me. But with the recent with the recent signing that Chelsea has made, I think that's not going to be possible. But yeah, I would love to see Osimhen at Chelsea.
Oh, okay, so moving on, guys, and now we'll be going to the Serbian League. We're talking about Umar Sadiq. I mean, he's not the most popular Nigerian player, but I mean, I can tell you that he was part of the guys that went to Rio in 2016, and he scored a couple of goals. He was with the under 23 side, and then he's been moving. He was with AS Roma. From AS Roma, he was loaned out to several clubs. He went to Rangers where he didn't really perform, but since his move to the Serbian League, Partizan Belgrade, Umar has been on fire. So we have Jide, who is an expert as regards the Nigerian players abroad. So Jide, what do you have to say about this young guy?
A lot, actually. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
A lot, actually. There's a lot to actually say about him, considering since he's made his move to Roma permanent in 2016, I think he was signed for €250,000. You know, he hasn't really found a club he could call his home, because he's been transferred, he's been loaned out to several club sides, Torino for one, Torino, Spezia, Perugia, Nagreda, etc. You know, and he hasn't been able to hit the ground running. We can understand this because the old loan. The loan injections, it has advantages and disadvantages on career players. However, when he went to Serbia on loan, by the way, he's been hitting the ground running.
Oh, he's still on loan. Oh, wow. Okay.
He's actually on loan. He left from Perugia at the time, and he's been able to get about 12 goals and get this 12 assists.
Wow.
His contribution, he's had about a contribution of 31 goals this season in 35 games.
Wow.
Meaning he scored about 17 goals and 14 assists.
Wow.
It's a form that definitely deserves to be it deserves to be in discussion for a sport for Super Eagles. He's been hitting the ground, running ever since he's been in Serbia. So we have to give him a shot.
Yeah, Jide said we have to give Umar Sadiq a chance for the Super Eagles. The boy is actually on fire. Huge and impressive stats for the young lad. Juwan, do you agree with this?
Oh yeah. Looking at the start, it looks good enough. Yeah, it might be a good invite for the squad, but considering the other two options we have for centre forward position, we know he is always going to be number 3 based on their current form. We have Osimhen and we have Cyril, who have been playing in top leagues. Let me just put it like that, because the French league and the Dutch league are a step higher than the Serbian league. So yeah, it might be a good addition, but I don't think he's ready to be the top 9 for the Eagle.
Well, said is not ready to be the top 9, but will be a very, very good addition to the squad. And so moving on as well, Amaju had a Skype call with Colin Udo, the veteran football journalist, and Amaju said he's actually going to be pulling the plug on all the other national teams. I mean, attached to the NFF. We're talking about the beach soccer team, the futsal, on all the youth teams. And then their only focus is going to be the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And the reason is because COVID-19 is having like a very, very harsh financial impact on the federation. I mean, COVID is having an impact on the whole world at this minute. So I don't know. Well, what's your take, ID? Do you think this is a welcome development? Do you think we should sacrifice our developmental or the grassroots football for the Super Eagles? Well, I mean, we can always tell the Super Eagles guys, most of them play in Europe, because you guys can play and have maybe just take a little or very little pay cut or whatever, but going as far as saying you're just going to pull the plug on all this other faction of the Super Eagles, the national team. I don't know. So, ID, what's your take, please?
Well, the truth of the matter is that we are living in harsh times at the moment. And COVID pandemic has caused a lot of financial challenges for teams and clubs all over the world. So the Nigerian football scene not left out, but on the other teams attached to the country might not be the right move because it set a very dangerous precedent. Because if you are saying because of financial issues, you are putting the plug on the team, the under 20, under 23, under 19, and all those other developmental stages of football that we have, that won't be good because because you guys Super Eagles are made of established players that play you, they make their own. And I don't think the money you give them, well, it will help, but ultimately it won't really define how they live their lives. So I think our focus should be on the youth and the other teams to make up the grand scene. Because going forward, these are the guys that would probably breed into the new Super Eagles. So
exactly.
You can do it. You can just, because if you look at the history of Nigerian NFF as a whole, it will be set by several issues. And this seems to be that the only time that we've had a bit of sanity. And I don't think Amadi Penny should make this kind of move at this time. What they should be looking at is trying to see how they can get funds and how to balance the books so that they can at least, you can do some, like I said, they can cut salaries, they can slash some payments, but this is the time to see what they can do in terms of keeping the hope of these people alive. So I don't think it would be a good move to pull the club totally out. The other teams are attached to Nigeria. That's my take anyway.
Yeah, brilliant take. I totally agree. I mean, you can't put the plug on the future of the Super Eagles because it just doesn't really add up. But yeah. So Kiyoma, what do you have to say with regards to this as well?
Yeah, I think I quite agree with Ayome. Cotton salaries should be. I think in other avenues like cotton salaries should be thought of. We know the kind of huge salaries government officials. I'm not even speaking just NFF. I'm speaking general government, the federal government. Within the week they were saying they want to use about 27 billion or 27 million to do the House of Assembly. If it's a fence or something, I don't really get the story. But all those monies that you think that you do not have, but yet we come on the news and you bring out certain figures of money you have made so far. Salaries, like Ayome said, salaries should be cut. Find other avenues to raise funds, not pulling the plug on. Man, it will be a huge blow on the various teams if the plugs are pulled out. I think I quite agree with Ayome, and that's my take.
Yeah, Kiyoma agrees with ID as well. And so, Juwan, what's your take as well?
Well, I think personally, this is just my personal opinion. I think it's a very careless or carefree decision from the NFF, because if you followed the U.S. women national team versus their FA, if you follow the case a bit, you notice something. The FA was able to break these things down. Okay, this is what this team brought in. This is what this team brought in. This is what that team brought in, and this is how we're going to share it. I believe the NFL they just how I put it, they just model things up. There's no sense of professionalism in what they do. That's why they can just wake up one day and decide to pull plug on developmental teams and beach soccer, beach teams, which a bit doesn't really make sense. So what are those the coaches there and the players there? What are they supposed to do? So if you look at it from a broader perspective, it makes no sense at all.
It actually makes no sense. So Yomi, anything to add to this as well?
Well, what I would just say is, it's a pandemic, and not even up to 1% of the world has experienced a pandemic. So I think everyone is just making wrong decisions before making the right decision. Like for example, look at February. even the WHO said there was no evidence of human to human transmission. And again, between February and March, again they're like, you need to start doing this. Initially they were like, don't wear masks, and now everybody needs to wear a mask. So I just feel we have this problem of like everybody making a bad decision before coming to realize, oh, that was a wrong decision, and then coming back to the right. I would have really what I think is that pulling out the plugs from those teams is actually a wrong decision. But I think if you look at the Nigerian financial situation, you would also try to understand what they're trying to do. But I would really appreciate if they can actually just look at options like like they said, cutting salaries and wages and stuff, instead of pulling out the plugs and stuff, because these guys also have families to feed, and they're only sportsmen. They probably don't have any other thing to do. So I mean,
True.
you're doing sacrifice, when you're making your sacrifices for a country, then they shouldn't treat you like that. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree with you. So on that note, we'll move to Germany here. We have this exciting Nigerian right back, Kingsley Ehizibue. I hope I pronounced that well. He plays for FC Koln. He's a right back, and then he's been invited to join the Super Eagles. And we just want to know from our expat Nigeria players and the diaspora guy, Jide. So, I mean, Ehizibue, I've actually not really seen much of him. I've seen few highlights maybe on YouTube. Is he good enough? If he is good enough, what will he have to the Super Eagles?
Yeah, number one, I'm of the opinion that he is good enough. And his form this season proves that. He's number one. For one, he's starting a lot of games. Although we understand that Cologne isn't the powerhouses in the Bundesliga, but he's starting a lot of games, and his stats are also very impressive in terms of tackles he makes, interceptions that he makes this season. He's having an exemplary season as far as I'm concerned, in my own opinion. So far in the season, he's had about 24 games, played three, he's been subbed on 3 occasions, and he's had to play about close to 2,000 minutes. And to add to that, in terms of his quality, he's one of the fastest players in the Bundesliga, and you know how important that is, playing as a right back.
I know, huge.
Stamina, and he can actually defend. He's a wonderful defender. And I won't really say it's that with the pace, he makes a lot of mistakes, but with someone with this kind of pace, definitely, he can easily correct them. But going forward, he's not all that. He's still trying. He's still learning his trade there. But defensively, I think he's strong enough. So I think it deserves the shot.
Oh, thanks for that insight, Jide. And I mean, I don't really know so much about him, but I have to trust your analysis because I know you research and you go deep into all those things. So yeah, guys, we'll be looking at the English Premier League to round up this episode of Football411 podcast, and we'll be looking at the English League that starts on the 17th of June. And I'll throw this to the house, but I will start with ID. So ID for Manchester United, what do you expect? I mean, do you still think Manchester United can make it down to Europe?
Well, when the news came that originally the league was going to start on the 17th of June, I'm sure everybody was happy. Even though the German league has been, has been entertaining us for the past few weeks now. So, the Englishman league still stands out as one of the most entertaining leagues. And if you look at things that they introduced in terms of playing and stadiums and all that, the person approval to allow use of sound effects. So it just sounds like actually they're playing in a hologram, which is a good thing. But looking at pictures, I kind of a map. I think the Man City Arsenal game is important. But in terms of Man U now, qualifying for Europe is our number one objective. I'm not going to lie. The first few games are going to be a struggle because there's one thing to pitch. They're not going to play football for 90 minutes after a while. After a long period, and the players need to put a lot of effort. That's why I think it makes a lot of sense. In terms of that game now against Tottenham, the first in the penultimate fixture, I think we defeated Tottenham at Old Trafford. Now going to their stadium, this is the first time playing in their stadium after they introduced them, after they compared their stadium. So we are coming up against the coach that knows the team very well. Even though now we have Pogba coming back after injury.
I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to the Pogba Bruno combo. That would be something that clicks.
Getting in terms of the midfield, because the ideal starting lineup now will probably be who, Pogba will definitely be in the team. So it's not going to be who would partner him and Bruno Fernandes. Because if you look at Fred has been extremely good for the team.
Really good. Really good.
Shout, because even though he doesn't really have the passing rate that Fred has, but he's chipped in with a few goals and his all-round determination and athleticism is actually very good for us. So him playing against Tottenham might be a good thing, because Tottenham too is a team that is known for their fitness, regardless of whatever coach that is coaching them. So, all in all, I think we have a chance against Tottenham, because historically, Man Utd has always had a good result against Tottenham, whatever coach that is coaching us or whatever team they put out. But now that this pandemic thing came about, football hasn't been around for a couple of months, they might struggle. So I'm thinking maybe 2-1, 1-0. It's going to be a very tight game. All in all, apart from our game, I think the fixture I'm also looking forward to is Liverpool-Everton, because a lot has been said about that so far. And I want to see what they do in terms of security and all that, because even though there's no, there are no fans in the stadium, Liverpool-Everton, the fixture that is always known for red card. So hopefully, let's see what this is about. Because I'm happy the Premier League is coming back.
Well, I thanks for that breakdown, Vlad, and a Manchester United fan, and there's a lot to be excited as regards being a Manchester United fan now. I mean even me, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I look forward to watching Bruno, Pogba, and Fred playing behind them. Fred has been in good form, so I can understand he's playing behind it. But me personally, I would like to see McTominay behind these guys. I mean, he will do all the hard job and all the marking. That boy has great engine. But that's it about Manchester United. Kiyoma, what are the chances of Chelsea quickly? But this EPL restarts. We're having technical.
I think they should achieve. But Chelsea, Chelsea faces a huge. Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's a bit. It's muffling up a bit. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Yes.
So as for all football players returning to the start of the Premier League, it will be a bit slow, but Chelsea faces a huge test away to Villa. I think Villa bottom of the table, and Chelsea also trying to plant their feet on the fourth position with Tottenham, Manchester United, and Arsenal behind them, closely behind them. I wouldn't want to. I don't expect much from the first game of the restart, but I would like to see how they all show up for the party at Villa Park, and from there we'll know what the end of the season holds for everyone.
Yeah, Chelsea fans sitting on the fence right there. Jide, Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal can join that win that will get them into Europe quickly?
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, Jide.
We played 28 games already, with 9 wins, 13 draws, 6 losses, so which amounted to 40 points. There is nothing really I'm looking forward to seeing my favorite club, play. But as it stands, we have a lot of points to actually, we are doing a bit of catch up at the moment and hoping for the likes of Manchester United, which I believe they will drop. So But with the way
Do you
things are
know
lined up for us now, with the very first place to go to, you understand, Etihad Stadium, the place no one likes to visit, and
I don't envy Arsenal, to be honest.
Speak for yourself. Some people have beaten Man City there twice this season. Please just
Oh,
speak for
shit.
yourself.
Nice.
And the next three games we're going to be playing against Trading Tagos against Manchester City. Then we'll be going away to Brighton on the 20th of June and away to Southampton. Although this on paper may sound like probably a 6 out of 9 situation, but you know how Arsenal have been struggling away from home. Even at home, we can't even get things right. So
they can actually bottle it. So Arsenal bottling company.
So let's just hope that although like with the pandemic happening, everyone is affected. So our first two games will be a test.
Yeah. I mean, for Man City, maybe these guys too, they might be far behind in terms of their fitness, and
yes,
maybe we don't know what to expect, and then you'll be going to a Manchester City stadium with their fans, and you'll be empty.
Naturally, so they don't really have fans,
They don't, it's still the same thing for Manchester City.
So it's like the same situation for us. Well, it's June 17, 8:15. Believe me, I'm going to be in front of the TV.
Yes. And let's just hope we won't have any second wave of pandemic that will put everything. Yeah, we hope that won't be the case. So, June, what's your take? What do you want to find out as we wrap things up?
Well, we're all really excited. I think for teams like City, the Premier League, just to get their players back to fitness, they are pretty much set to finish second in the league. I think what they'll be gunning for right now is the Champions League, and teams like Leicester City, they'll try to hold on to the top 4 position. Teams like Man U will just strive to make sure they get into the top 4 positions. Liverpool, as well, they won the league. Well, teams like us now, they'll try to maintain their Europa qualification as expected. Teams like Everton and people just try to get back to fitness and try to hold on to their position. Some will try to move out of relegation.
I think Arsenal was on what position? 9th? Are you saying they're going to end up in the 9th position?
No, I'm not insinuating anything. I just like the normal thing for Arsenal would happen. So in a way, I feel it has been a blessing to a team like Tottenham, because if you look at it before the whole lockdown, they were having serious injuries up front, and right now their top striker is back, Son is back, so the threat is they're now like a threat once again. Once everybody gets going, it's gonna be serious, back to business. So it's all good. We're just looking forward to the best.
Looking forward to the best. Yomi, well, what would be your ideal? I mean, if you're going to predict your top 5 at the end of for the rest of this season, at the end of this season, what team do you feel will be in the first, second, third, and the top 4 position? Who will get it? Yomi? Hello, Yomi? Yeah, I think we lost Yomi, due to technical reasons. So ID, the final notes as we wrap it up today.
It's been a very wonderful session.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
It's really nice to discuss sports. Like I've learned a lot today. Before today, I didn't even know about I didn't even know a lot about him. I've not gone to go and Google the guys start and all that. I'm thinking like if we eventually get him into the Super Eagles. And in terms of, I just hope that I just want football to be back.
Yes. Now we need our weekend football back, please. We're tired of playing FIFA.
Solve a lot of issues because everything just seems dying at the moment.
Yeah.
But honestly, appreciate being part of this tournament. You want to be part of it again.
Yeah. It's going to be the podcast is actually going to be a weekly thing. Every Saturday we're kicking it every Saturday, 11 a.m. So so guys, on that note, we'll be rounding up episode 22 of the Football 411 podcast. It's been amazing having these guys in house. Dropping loads of insights and gems, and they've been really, 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 really fantastic. So on this note, goodbye, guys. Goodbye. We'll do it same time next week.
Görüşürüz.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Bye.
Au revoir.